All right. Hope you can hear me now. Merci, good. Okay. All right. There was no audio. Now you can hear me. Now you can see me. Thank you, guys. Eve Ragnar. Eve Ragnar. Eve, this is the English version. So I already went live in French. It was like 2 hours. And now I'm live in English. And welcome to the live. My name is Gibi Suku. I'm here to talk about UniFi. And the gear you see here, this is the UniFi UDM SE or special edition. UDM stands for Ubiquiti Dream Machine, and this is a special edition. I've been using it in my home. I had been back then. It's been 3 years since I removed it from my home network to switch to Fortinet, and I've been using Fortinet since then. But now I just want to bring it online in my lab, and I want to try the new features that UniFi is coming out with. That's what I'm curious about. We talked last time about UniFi fabrics, and they also have zero trust networking and all kind of cool stuff. I hope you don't mind this. It's really dry where I am. It was supposed to be a joke, but there's no joke there. I'll just move on. But I just need this for a little bit of humidity where I am. Thank you so much for you guys that are watching me on YouTube and on Facebook as well. I'm also live on TikTok, but there's nobody on TikTok. I don't know what's going on. TikTok is literally empty. Somebody joined at some point and then they left. And that's what I like to do. I like to bring you in my lab. Like I said, I work in cybersecurity. I am just a tech evangelist. I just bring you what I know, what I'm learning, and I want us to grow together. So 2026, you're gonna have a lot of videos from me of everything I do. So today, like I said, I am trying to set up my UDM SE for the first time in 3 years. And just the basic steps to let you configure it. Let's say you are a network engineer for a company or for a business somewhere, and they bring you the UDM SE for the first time. How should you do it, and how are we going to make sure that everything is well configured? This is what we're gonna do today. For the cables that are connected right now, not much is connected. I have one cable connected on port number 9. This is where my internet is coming in. And of course, it's connected to my main switch where it goes straight to my Comcast cable modem. And that's how I'm going to get internet here. It's already connected, but I feel like it says no internet detected. Okay. This to me seems like something with, there's something going on with my configuration here, and what it has doesn't make sense at all. You know what? I'm just gonna restart it, okay? This is where it's connected to. I'm gonna shut it off. As you can see, it's completely off now. Let me zoom back a little bit. Okay, I shut it off here, and then I'm gonna power it down again. But in the meantime, I have one quick thing I have to do. I think I need to also reboot my Comcast modem. Give me a second. I'm just gonna take a moment to make sure my modem is restarted as well. What you hear right now is my FortiGate 200G. That is my main firewall for my home network. That's the one screaming over there, but I'm just making sure I'm unplugging this and plugging it back. And if you do this, if you are rebooting a cable modem like I'm doing, make sure you leave it down for at least 10 or 15 seconds just to make sure everything clears before you can plug it in back. I just did, and we should be good. So we will let it reboot. And in the meantime, if you have any questions or anything, you can ask in the chat. I have a couple people already watching. Thank you, Bruno Oliveira. Audio, yes, I think now you have audio. Now you are hearing me well. So we're gonna do UniFi, and the device is now booting back up. As you can see, it says it's gonna be up in about 4 minutes, and we'll just give it a moment. If you have any questions or anything you want to mention, you can put it in the chat. But what I also did is that I connected the port number 1 on my UDM SE. The port number 1 is connected to the computer I'm connected to right now, the one I use to stream. And if you look at the screen, I can show you the CLI. This is where we're going to confirm when the device is up that we have IP connectivity. And the connection that you have to the UDM SE is going to be a private connection with this subnet here. So by default, the UDM SE would be on the 192.168.1.1, and you're going to be grabbing an IP in that range. And again, like I said, make sure that you are connected to the port number 1 on the UDM, and it's going to show it to you actually on the first page, the initial page that you're going to see when you have access to the UDM. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's see how many minutes. It has 3 minutes left. Another quick thing that I want to mention is that with the UDM, you need to have, it's recommended to have an account with UniFi. You can go on ui.com. It's actually a very simple website. So if you go at ui.com, this is where you can create an account if you don't have any. And if you don't have an account, you can just come here and log in. Right now, I'm not logged in. And what we're going to do today, actually, I'm going to make it very easy. We'll do it without an account. And I'm also going to show you what you are missing when you don't have an account. There are some few things that you can't do. But for a serious deployment, you'll need to have an account. Or if you're planning to use a site manager, or you're planning to have a couple or many sites connected, it's better to have the account from UniFi. It's going to make everything easy for you. We are also live on Facebook. I see a couple of people online. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you like what I do, just like the video. And also, when you are subscribed to the channel, every time I go live, you are notified. So you can come here, we can hang out, you can ask your questions, and we all learn. So the device seems to be up now. So what I just want to make sure in my CLI is that I have an IP. Let me see if I can ping 192.168.1.1. Yes, I can ping it. So now let's go in the CLI, in the GUI, and refresh this page. Yes, it's working, it's responding. Now I'm accepting the risk, and this is the initial configuration page for the UDM SE. Again, here you can give it a name. In my case, I'm going to call it KB UDM number 1, because like I said, my goal here is to explore new stuff with UniFi. I'm just curious, and I like to do this. And this is one UDM that I have. I'm going to add a second one to the combo. I'll buy it maybe sometime next week, and this is just my own money. I'm not getting these devices for free, so I just like to explore what they have, and I'll buy a new one. And if you like to support, make sure you give a thumbs up and you subscribe to the channel. Or you can also go and check out my trainings. I do tech trainings at en.kbtrainings.com. Oh, that's my name. I was talking about the trainings here. en.kbtrainings.com. Right now, the main training I have there is the Cisco CCNA 200-301. The CCNA is where I ask everybody to start at. Whether you want to do networking, whether you want to do cybersecurity or cloud or whatever, you need to master networking, because networking is the backbone of tech operations. So that's a good place to start. So I'm gonna get a second UDM so we can use the site manager, and we can use security. Oh no, I was about to say security fabric from Fortinet, which I love, and that's why I'm curious to see what the UDM can do, if it's even close. But I don't know. I don't think so, because I think like they are working in two different categories. Fortinet more on the, enterprise, big enterprise, serious businesses that have a huge need for a high level of security. And UDM is also trying to get there. UDM is implementing these enterprise features. That's what I'm curious to see. So the UDM I have here, I'll give it the name of UDM, KB UDM number 1, and I'll go next. So this is where you need to put your account information. If you have an account with UniFi, you can plug it in here. And in my case, I have an account, but I don't want to use my personal account. I want to use another account that I created specifically for KB trainings. So for now, we're going to go without an account. This is an option that you have here. And if you click there, they're going to give you this table showing you what you will be missing if you don't have an account. It's telling you that without an account, you won't be able to do remote management. So you will only be accessing your device locally. You won't be able to do multi-factor authentication. You will not receive notifications. You won't have any way to do cloud backups, which might be interesting because you can, factory reset your device and then you can pull back your backups and stuff like that. You can't do teleport, which is just like remote access, and site magic VPN, which is their way of using, doing site-to-site VPN. So you won't be able to do all of this without an account. But if with an account, you're going to be able to manage this remotely and all of that. So that's fine. I'm going to accept this and be like, hey, I'm fine. And I'm going to continue anyway without an account. So when you do that, they're going to ask you for a password. This is where you set a password. It's going to be an admin password. And right here, by default, the default user is admin. That's why you didn't see a question for a username. They didn't ask us for a username because the username by default is admin. And we can go next. And now it's going to run a speed test with the cable that is connected. Again, I have a cable connected on the port number 9, and it goes to my cable modem back there, and that's where it terminates. And this is just a speed test. We'll let it run, and then we'll come back to do the rest. Let's see. All right. Yeah, if you have any questions, if you want to ask anything, make sure you use the chat. So we go next. It's setting up UniFi OS. And I'm going to figure out the account thing later, because what I realized is that the reason why I had some troubles when I was doing the French version of this, I had some troubles to add it to my account, my other account, is because it's still registered to my previous account. I don't know if that's a problem or not, but I'll take care of the account problem first. And whatever I find, I'm going to bring it to you in our next live. So it's set completely now, and I can just go and hit dashboard. This is where you see the dashboard. Everything looks great, and I can recognize the dashboard from UniFi. It's been a while. One thing that happened during my French version of this live is that I did an upgrade. I was still stuck on very old version that was there like 3 years ago. I did an upgrade, and now I am on the version 4.4.6 for the UniFi OS, and UniFi network is in the version 9.4.19. And we're going to cover the dashboard really soon. I'm going to show you everything that's there. Right now we have only one connection, which is called WAN1 here. I would like to add WAN2, and WAN2, since, let me show you here. Since WAN2 is, I can use the port number 10 for WAN2. Number 10 is right here, but I want to use the port number 8 because I don't have an SFP right now that I can connect here. The port number 8 will be my preference, and I'm going to show you how you can change that in this dashboard. So if you want to change, you can go under settings, internet, and go under internet number 2 and change the port from the port number 10 to the port number 8, okay? And then apply changes. So once I do that, I can then take my cable. This is the cable connected to my home network. I'm going to connect it to the port number 8 on my UDM, and it's going to be my WAN2 connection. I like the fact that UniFi also detects your ISP and gives it a name and the logo of your ISP. Beautiful. So let's go back here. Like I said, WAN2 is now connected. Let's see. Okay, it's giving you the throughput in WAN2, and also it's giving you the metrics. If you look here, this is showing you the quality of your connection. Let's start from the top here. So the first dashboard, of course, gives you the name of the device you are connected to. This is the gateway that we have right now, which is the UDM SE. It's just one. We just have one in our deployment. We don't have any switches. There's no switch connected. We have no APs right now, but my goal in the future is to add the switches, to add the APs. I'm going to deploy it gradually for you here, just for the people that are interested. And then this is my gateway IP, and the uptime is 10 minutes. And then these are the different versions of UniFi OS and the network application that I'm using. And we have WAN1 and WAN2, my two internet connections. WAN1, if we go back to it, it's Comcast cable. You can run a speed test by hitting this button here. Let's see what we have. So when I do that, it's going to do a live test of my throughput. and you can see the result there, which is a very beautiful feature actually. Yeah, it's something that will be very helpful for a lot of people. So you have 178 down, 42 up, and you also have these numbers going to these different applications. This is for Microsoft, Google, and Cloudflare. You can see where you stand actually. Let's go to WAN 2. WAN 2 is CenturyLink. Uptime is 4% because I just connected it. And then I can do a test here as well. Let's run a speed test on WAN 2. WAN 2 should be faster. Yep, we have about 700, maybe 800 megabit per second down and 800 megabit per second up. That's what we have with WAN 2. And we also have very good latency to Microsoft, to Google, and to Cloudflare. That is a good thing. And then down here you can see Wi-Fi stuff. We don't have any access point connected right now, but we have a Windows PC. Oh, okay, so when I'm running the test, this one is showing as a client. Oh no, it's just an app, okay. Top app is HTTPS, top client is my Windows PC where I'm connected right now. So this is all you get in this, a lot of information about your speed, about your Wi-Fi, if we have Wi-Fi, about your flows, the different flows of traffic that you have. That is great. Like I said, it's been a while since I saw all of this. And the second icon here is the topology. As you can see, our topology is very simple. I don't see. Oh, it says multiple WANs. Okay, multiple WANs. So we have Comcast cable as WAN 1, and then we have WAN 2 listed there as well. So very simple topology, going from the internet to the UDM from the UDM to my device. I don't have any switch in the middle or anything. I'm going to add the switch in the future. And this is just the topology. On the side here, you can see a bunch of information. Show internet traffic, if you want to see that. This is a full screen. What is this? Oh, you can rotate it, okay. Or you can make it full screen. You can zoom in and zoom out, okay. And then all the networks that we only have one network, the default network I'm connected to. Wi-Fi broadcast, we don't have that. What is online, what is offline, we don't have much in this topology, but by the end of this lab, this is going to be a full deployment where you will see a lot, and we can also do the UniFi fabrics and all the cool stuff. And down here you have connected devices. Okay, you can hide the devices or you can show them. Right now we have one device that is wired. We don't have wireless devices. And for wireless, you can see the different labels that you can enable or disable from your dashboard. That is good. And then here we have details on our connection. Next, we have UniFi devices. Right now, I only have one UniFi device. That is the gateway that we are currently using. It's the only one we have listed. If I have switches or APs, I think they're all gonna show here, but we don't have all of that right now. And on the side, you can see more information. Yes, there's a lot of insight that you can grab from this. I think it's very useful for an enterprise deployment. Next, we have the clients. And again, we only have one client, my Windows PC connected right now. It has access to the internet through this. And you can look at the port. These are the different ports that we currently have. Port number 1 is what is connected to my Windows. And if I go back, how do I do that? Okay, yeah, this is because I clicked on port number 1. So I can remove the selection here and explore all the different ports. Port number 8 is also up, and this is where CenturyLink is connected. You can see all that detail shown to you here. Very nice. You can also filter in use, available, critical, warning, all kind of filters. You can also go by speed. 2.5, I don't. 10 gig, I don't. Do I have only 1 gig? Okay, they're all 1 gig. All right, and then you have some insight. Under insight, you can see your top destinations, top clients, top apps, and everything else, all the sessions that are currently active. Flow summary, okay, good. Yeah, and it shows where I am and everything. Okay. These are the filters that you can apply to the insight that you have. Nice. And the settings are there. You can set up networks. Here I only have one VLAN or one network. I can add another virtual network. We can do it in the future. For now, I don't need it because I don't have a switch and I don't have much to do with it. So this is where you can add a new VLAN. This is the internet where you saw me coming to change the port on WAN 2 from the port number 10 to the port number 8. And this is where you can set up VPN server for remote clients. VPN clients, okay, where you become a client, okay. And then side-to-side VPN. Let's see. Create side-to-side VPN. You have IPsec and you have OpenVPN. It doesn't support WireGuard anymore. That's interesting. So IPsec and side-to-side VPN. Cyber secure. This is I don't know if you can. We're gonna do this because we're using a local account. I don't know if that's gonna work, but this is their way of doing content filtering and traffic logging and all kind of cool stuff. Policy table. These are the policies that are currently being used. All policy. This first one is traffic to internet. Okay, this is coming from my local network to the internet. The second one, I don't know what it is. Let's see. Let's close this one first. Source, default, destination, any. Oh, this is the first one going to internet 1, second one going to internet 2 for WAN 1 and WAN 2. And these are the policies. Traffic and firewall rules. Create a traffic rule or advanced rule. So this is where you can add more. Policy table, there are rules, new. Zone-based firewall, okay, that's interesting. Advanced. This is what we currently have, except internet in, all, source any, destination any. Okay. Allow establish related traffic. Okay, so when a traffic is coming back and there is a session already created, it's going to allow it. When it's not, when it doesn't have anything established, it's going to drop it. So that's what it says here for both WAN 1 and WAN 2. Let's try and open it and see what's inside. Internet in, accept all, match state established. So you need to have a session established. Good. Then we have different profiles. Ethernet profile, profiles, Wi-Fi speed, radius, network list, VLAN, WAN, SLA. We can do a lot here with it. Okay, that's good. Under system configuration, and then you can manage backups here. You can download your automatic backup locally if you want, or you can do it in the cloud if you are connected with UniFi Cloud. And then this is a control plan. We can see that we have an upgrade to do, an update to do if we want to, and we can use or manage identities here. Experience one-click the UniFi identity endpoint. This is the UniFi identity, and I don't know much about this right now. I think this is UniFi access. Oh, it says one-click Wi-Fi, smart door, access, and one-click VPN. We'll get to this later. That's the reason why I actually brought this up, because I want to test all these things. We have our logs here. We have the alarms and the admins. Right now, there's only one person here. It's me, the admin, and you can add more if needed. That is the dashboard of the UDM SE and the new things that are now available. And like I said, the goal for me here is to have this in my lab again. The Fortinet 200G is still my main firewall in my home network. This is going to be for my own lab and for my own trainings and for the videos I'm going to be making for you. So if you like what I do, make sure you like the video and you subscribe. More video to come, because I'm going to set up the switches, or a switch. I'm going to set up an AP, connect some devices to them, and then we'll see what it looks like in the dashboard and how you can manage all of this. And that will be for the first site, and we'll have a second site where we can do the same thing, and then we can use UniFi Site Manager to manage the site and show you everything you can do there. I think that's all for today, unless you have any questions in the chat. There isn't much happening there. I hope everything was clear enough. Thank you guys for joining me. It's going to be a short one today. Next week, we will be back again with more for you guys. Thank you. And let's see. Yep. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye. Uh-oh.